In the quiet depths of the heart, where the truest emotions reside, a profound transformation is taking place. Your person is moving through the shadows of their past, working with an intensity and dedication that speaks to the depth of their realization. They are finally beginning to understand, with crystal clarity, what you truly represent in their life. Not just as someone they care about, but as the cornerstone of everything they want to build, everything they hope to become. This awakening has stirred something deep within them, a drive that pushes them beyond their comfort zone and into the difficult work of creating genuine stability and lasting commitment. The kind of foundation you have always deserved, the kind you have patiently waited for, hoping it would one day manifest. They are no longer content with empty promises or half-hearted gestures. Instead, they are rolling up their sleeves and doing the inner work, the practical work, the soul work that true partnership demands. Meanwhile, you have made a decision that has shifted the very fabric of your relationship dynamic. You have chosen to stop waiting in the wings, to stop putting your dreams and aspirations on hold while hoping someone else would finally step up to meet you where you are. This conscious choice to focus on your own responsibilities, your own growth, your own evolution has not been easy, but it has been necessary. You are no longer willing to dim your light or slow your pace for someone who cannot match your energy and commitment. This decision has transformed you in ways that ripple out into every aspect of your existence. You are becoming stronger, more grounded in your truth, more independent in your spirit. You are discovering parts of yourself that were dormant while you were focused on nurturing a connection that was not reciprocating your investment. Now, as you reclaim your power and redirect your energy toward your own path, you are blossoming into a version of yourself that is both magnetic and self-sufficient. Your person can sense this shift in you, and it has awakened something primal within them. For perhaps the first time in their life, they are taking complete ownership of their circumstances, their choices, and their future. They are rising above the old habits that once felt comfortable but ultimately kept them small. They are pushing through the distractions that once seemed more appealing than doing the hard work of emotional growth. They are confronting the chaos within themselves that has prevented them from being the partner you needed them to be. This transformation is their attempt to become someone who can stand beside you as an equal, someone who brings not just good intentions but concrete actions, not just words of love but the stability and consistency that makes love sustainable. They want to be worthy of the incredible person you are, worthy of the love you have to offer, worthy of the future you could build together. However, the path that has led to this moment has been far from smooth. The history between you is marked by unresolved hurt, by misunderstandings that were never properly addressed, by stagnant energy that accumulated over time like sediment in a riverbed. This emotional residue became heavier and heavier to carry, creating an undercurrent of tension that made it difficult for either of you to move forward with confidence and clarity. The weight of these unaddressed issues eventually became unbearable. You reached a breaking point where you realized that continuing to invest your precious energy into a situation that was not giving you the consistency, the respect, and the commitment you deserved was no longer sustainable. You made the difficult but necessary decision to close out this painful cycle, to stop chasing what was not coming toward you, to stop waiting for someone to choose you with the same conviction that you had chosen them. This decision to step back and protect your peace has deeply unsettled your person. Now that they can no longer take your presence for granted, now that your energy is no longer freely available to them whenever they need reassurance or comfort, they are beginning to panic. The fear that is growing within them is not just the fear of losing you, but the specific terror that you might find someone else, someone who recognizes your value immediately, someone who does not need years to understand what a treasure you are. This fear is consuming them because they know, deep in their heart, that there are people in this world who would see you for the extraordinary person you are from the very first moment. They are tormented by the possibility that while they were hesitating, doubting, and taking their time, someone else might step into your life who is ready to offer you everything they have been too afraid or too immature to provide. The tables have indeed turned in the most profound way. Where once you were ready to build a future while they hesitated, now they are desperate to prove their commitment while you have stepped back into your own power. This role reversal has forced them to confront some uncomfortable truths about themselves and about the influences that have shaped their decisions. In their moments of reflection, they are feeling a deep anger toward the people in their lives who may have interfered with your connection. Friends who planted seeds of doubt, family members who questioned your compatibility, outside voices that encouraged them to take their time instead of recognizing the rare gift that was right in front of them. They are beginning to see how they allowed these external opinions to sway them when they should have been listening to the wisdom of their own heart, which knew from the beginning that what you shared was special. Your person now recognizes that they allowed outside interference to damage what they now understand was the most beautiful, pure, and significant connection of their life. They can see how these external voices created unnecessary drama, encouraged delays, and fostered doubt in a situation that should have been celebrated and protected. The regret they feel about allowing others to influence such an important decision is eating away at them. In their private moments, in the quiet hours when they are alone with their thoughts, they find themselves praying with a desperation they have never experienced before. They are hoping, with every fiber of their being, that you have not opened your heart to someone else, that the door between you has not closed permanently. They understand that the time they have taken to come forward with genuine commitment has been long, perhaps too long, and this realization fills them with a fear that keeps them awake at night. They can sense that you have become more self-reliant, more emotionally independent, less available to soothe their fears and insecurities the way you once did. This shift in your energy is something they can feel even from a distance, and it terrifies them because it represents the loss of something they took for granted for far too long. Where you once might have rushed to comfort them when they were struggling, reassured them when they were doubting, or made space for their emotional needs even at the expense of your own, now you are holding firm boundaries. The safety net they had grown accustomed to, your endless patience, your understanding nature, your constant emotional support, is no longer freely available. They are beginning to understand the full magnitude of what they have lost through their inaction and indecision. For you, this process of stepping back has not been without its own challenges. Walking away from a connection that has meant so much to you, from someone who has been such a significant part of your emotional landscape, requires tremendous courage and strength. It comes with its own fears and uncertainties. Fears about the future, about whether you made the right decision, about the unpredictable nature of love and whether you will find what you are looking for elsewhere. But recently, something beautiful has been happening within you. Over the past few days, you may have noticed unexpected moments of joy bubbling up from somewhere deep inside you, appearing almost out of nowhere like flowers pushing through concrete. These bursts of happiness, these moments of lightness and freedom, are not random occurrences. They are signs that you are releasing the fear-based energy that has been weighing you down, shedding the emotional heaviness that you have been carrying for far too long. You are stepping into a lighter, freer version of yourself, one that is not defined by what someone else is or is not doing, but by your own choices, your own growth, your own relationship with joy and possibility. This is why it is so crucial for you to remain calm and positive during this transitional time. You are in the middle of a profound emotional shift, moving from a space of pain and frustration into one of peace and possibility. As you release the heaviness of the past, you are creating space for better things to flow into your life. Whether that means a renewed connection with this person on much healthier terms, built on a foundation of mutual respect and genuine commitment, or an entirely new chapter with someone who recognizes your worth from the beginning and matches your energy and effort without you having to ask or wait or hope. Your person, meanwhile, is still in the midst of their own awakening process. They are coming to terms with some painful truths about themselves and their behavior. They are realizing that they may have taken too long to recognize what was right in front of them, that they may have assumed you would always be there no matter how they acted, that real love cannot survive on good intentions alone but requires consistent action, clear communication, and the courage to put each other first. As they work to transform themselves, to become the person they know they need to be, their sense of urgency is growing exponentially. They understand that time is not on their side, that every day they wait is another day you might choose to invest your energy elsewhere. They know they are in a race against time to prove to you that they can be the partner you have always deserved, that they can offer you the stability, commitment, and consistency you have been seeking. This dynamic, you focusing on your own path and growth while they scramble to catch up and prove themselves, has created a powerful shift in the balance of your connection. For so long, the emotional weight may have been tilted in their favor. You may have been the one doing most of the emotional labor, the pursuing, the hoping, the accommodating. But now, without even trying, you have taken back your power in the most authentic way possible. You are no longer available to be taken for granted. You are no longer willing to accept less than what you deserve. You are no longer putting their emotional needs above your own well-being. This shift has placed you in a position of strength, clarity, and emotional independence that is both attractive and intimidating to your person. Whether you ultimately choose to allow them back into your life or not, you are operating from a place of wholeness rather than need, of choice rather than desperation, of self-love rather than self-sacrifice. This transformation within you is what will determine the next chapter of your story, regardless of what they do or do not do. The universe has orchestrated this entire situation as a gift to both of you. For you, it has provided the opportunity to remember your own worth, to reclaim your power, and to choose your path from a place of strength rather than fear. For them, it has created the crisis necessary to wake them up to what they were losing through their inaction and indecision. Sometimes love requires this kind of distance to truly be appreciated. Sometimes people need to feel the absence of something precious before they understand its true value. Sometimes the greatest gift you can give someone is the space to realize what they have taken for granted. Your journey forward, whatever it looks like, will be built on a foundation of self-respect, clear boundaries, and the understanding that you deserve to be chosen with the same enthusiasm and commitment that you offer. You have learned that waiting for someone to recognize your worth is not love, it is self-abandonment. You have discovered that true partnership requires two people who are equally invested, equally committed, and equally willing to do the work that sustainable love demands. As you continue to focus on your own growth and happiness, trust that the universe is aligning everything for your highest good. Trust that your decision to prioritize your own well-being was not selfish but necessary. Trust that love that is meant for you will not require you to diminish yourself or wait indefinitely for someone to be ready to receive the gift you have to offer. The story between you and your person may not be over, but it has fundamentally changed. Whatever comes next will be built on truth rather than illusion, on mutual respect rather than one-sided sacrifice, on genuine commitment rather than empty promises. And that foundation, whatever it supports, will be infinitely stronger than what came before.